This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Thursday, the 22nd day of November in the year 2018. Here's what we're tracking tonight. The Guyana Public Service Union has rejected the government's announced salary increases for public servants and is not pleased that the APNU-AFC administration may be doing like its predecessor and imposing salary increases. GPSU First Vice President Don Gardner today told News Source that the announcement by the government of salary increases between 0.5% and 7% cannot be accepted. She said the union learned of the increases through the media and was not part of any negotiation or discussion that arrived at the figures.
The Guyana Public Service Union's position on the circular that was issued by the Ministry of Finance is that we reject the circular. We reject the imposition that was offered by the government. It's a form of disrespect. The members need to understand it's not a disrespect only to the executive of the union, it's a disrespect to the members, the general membership, the entire public sector. We as public servants, we want respect. You give to get respect.
Last week, the GPSU complained that the government had failed to call a single meeting this year to address salary increases for public servants. According to the union, the government has failed also to replace the now retired permanent secretary for the Public Service Department. The permanent secretary was the government's lead negotiator on the salary issue. The first vice president said the coalition government had promised to return to the collective bargaining agreement to address salary increases for public servants, but the move is a departure from that promise.
The Minister of Finance said to us, said to the nation, we are going to restore collective bargaining. The union is only negotiating on behalf of the members. And the union is you and I. It's all the members come together. So it's a form of disrespect. I am a public servant and I see it to myself too as a form of disrespect. You're disrespecting me. You tell me this is what we're going to do. This is what is in keeping with the ILO convention, is in keeping with the laws, and now you're coming to do something contrary. And that is wrong. If you do that to me, what else would you do to me?
The Ministry of Finance has already issued a circular announcing the 2018 increases, which are to be paid retroactive to January 1 of this year. The Finance Minister has also indicated that public servants will see increases for 2019 and 2020 also. The GPSU had submitted a multi-year proposal to the government for salary increases. The union is still to receive a response to that proposal. Ms. Gardner said any talk of strike action at this time will be up to the members of the Guyana Public Service Union. More news coming up in just a moment.
Christmas big, plus size big things big, we gone big, yeah. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas, Christmas big, plus size big things big, we gone big, yeah. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas, yeah. We giving you, yeah. We giving you. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas, yeah. We giving you, yeah. We giving you. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas.
Ho ho ho! It's the GTT plus size Christmas. There's always more to love with GTT. Terms and conditions apply. See gtt.co.gy for details.
This Christmas, get a loan for your dream car with an extended repayment term. Spruce up your home with that renovation you always wanted and take advantage of low or no down payment. Get new appliances so you can cook up a storm. You'll get same-day approval. Plus, you can win a getaway to a destination of your choice. Visit RepublicGuyana.com today to find out how.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Get ready to ride it, ready to ride it, ride the wave. Open up the new vibe, drink up the boldness inside. Radical and fresh and wild, catch the wave now. Ride bold, ride fresh, ride strong, come on, ride the wave. Taste the action, satisfaction, perfection. Wave,
Ride the new wave of excitement sweeping Guyana. Wave Pale Ale, a premium, full-bodied, strong, and refreshing alcoholic brew, crafted to perfection for a bold, young, radical you. Don't settle for anything less. Catch a Wave Pale Ale and ride it today.
Wave Pale Ale.
crafted to perfection.
Welcome back. We turn now to the world of politics. The clerk of the National Assembly has announced that the date for the hearing of the opposition's no-confidence motion against the government will have to be determined by the government itself and not the Speaker of the National Assembly. The clerk's statement is in response to several questions by the media following a demand by the opposition leader Bharat Jagdeo that a no-confidence motion be heard before the reading of the budget next Monday. In a statement last evening, the clerk Sherlock Isaac said in keeping with British practice, the government would have to come up with a date, but it could take into consideration its own needs in the Assembly. The government is likely to set that date for sometime in the new year or just before the holidays. After the national budget is presented next Monday, the Assembly will take the rest of the week off before returning to debate the budget. After that debate, the long process of going through the budget in the Committee of Supply will begin, and that will take another week. By the time the budget is passed, it might be close to the Christmas holidays. Last week, the opposition leader announced that he had filed a no-confidence motion against the government. He listed several reasons for his decision, most of those dealing with accountability, allegations of corruption, and what he claims has been the government's failure to meet many of its campaign promises. Let's tell you now that the Caribbean community CARICOM will soon be moving to reintroduce the single security check for passengers coming into the region. The announcement was made on Wednesday by CARICOM Secretary General Erwin LaRocque at the opening of the 2018 conference of the International Civil Aviation Organization. Ambassador Erwin LaRocque told attendees of the conference that the region will soon commence work on the development of a regional policy, which will be geared to enhancing the travel experience in the Caribbean region.
Under the auspices of CASOS, work will soon commence on the development of a regional policy which will enhance the traveler experience in the region and minimize inconvenience. We are seeking to reintroduce the single security check for direct transit passengers on multi-stop intercommunity flights. This will no doubt be a welcome initiative for regional travelers.
CARICOM had first introduced the Single Security Check initiative during the region's hosting of the Cricket World Cup back in 2007. Although the initiative worked well, most countries opted out of the arrangement once the World Cup ended. Now travelers making transit stops across the region would have to subject themselves to security checks during those transit stops before reaching their final destination. The CARICOM Secretary General also told the meeting that a regional body will be putting a regional airlift policy in place.
The actions we've been taking are not limited to a domestic situation. In pursuit of enhancing our global transportation links with the consequent benefit to our tourism product, a consultancy has been launched to formulate a regional airlift policy and strategy. Technical reviews and analytical work along with stakeholder consultations in member states are being undertaken in this regard. The objective of this initiative is to harmonize aviation policies in the community and support the expansion of the tourism sector as a major contributor to the sustainable growth of our member states.
There have always been concern about interregional travel and many of the problems faced by citizens of the region. Still, with regional travel, the region's leading carrier, Caribbean Airlines, is getting ready to step up the quality and efficiency of the service that it offers across the region. The airline has announced that it has made a decision to enhance and renew its fleet of aircraft with the new Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft. In a statement, the company said it has long operated the next generation 737 aircraft, but has now ordered 12 of the new 737 MAX airplanes in the coming years. Caribbean Airlines Chairman S. Ronnie Mohammed told a recent gathering in Trinidad and Tobago that next year the airline will place even greater focus on enhancing regional connectivity, with more options to make the region more easily and affordably accessible. The new planes will go into operation in the first quarter of 2019. The airline currently operates several daily flights from Georgetown with connections to regional and international destinations through Trinidad and Tobago. Guyana is one of the airline's biggest markets. The airline has seen growth in its performance over the past year, reporting a 15% jump in recent earnings. And finally this evening, the traffic chief, Lyndon Isles, has a clear message for road users this holiday season. The police force's traffic department will be looking out for those bent on breaking the laws. Speaking recently at the force's Christmas security program launch, the traffic chief said the traffic department will be out in full force to enforce the law. He said all aspects of road safety will be addressed.
Special focus will be maintained with respect to the following areas. Following offenses: driving under the influence of alcohol, speeding, use of handheld mobile phone while driving, overloaded minibuses and hire cars, touts operating at bus parks, failing to wear safety helmets, fail to wear seat belts, private hire cars, obstruction, illegal parking, and diagonal parking. So these offenses are prevalent in and around the city, and I can warn you, we will be enforcing the law.
The traffic chief said there is a need for the public to understand that it needs to work closer with the police to tackle some of the lawlessness on the country's roadways.
We know that the police traffic department cannot do it alone. We need a concerted effort from each and all our stakeholders so as to improve our traffic situation in Guyana.
Guyana has recorded 102 road deaths already for this year. Just last week, the Guyana Police Force teamed up with the Guyana Road Safety Council and other stakeholders to launch a campaign to stop the tears. That campaign will be pushing road safety measures all across the country. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting.